wait. For you niggas is cap, wait. I'm married, designer the jeans, wait. I could pretend in these. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. I get a rush for that bag. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. I get a rush for that bag. I got tired of these niggas. Bro, gon' bang, get the drop on these niggas. Finger fuck on a Nina. I ain't got time, I just fuck on her face. Bag, wait. For you niggas is cap, wait. I'm married, designer the jeans, wait. I could pretend in these. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. I get a rush for that bag. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. I get a rush for that bag. I got tired of these niggas. Bro, gon' bang, get the drop on these niggas. Finger fuck on a Nina. I ain't got time, I just fuck on her face. Bag, wait. For you niggas is cap, wait. I'm married, designer the jeans, wait. I could pretend in these. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Help a brother out. Give me some subs. I'm doing what I got to do out here as far as like having a good time. So everybody's going that mediocre tutorial and reviews. So we're going to have a little fun with this as well. I would like for y'all to hit the Cash App or something. I'm going to have a little fun with this. Now, everybody's going after mediocre tutorial and reviews, and my scenario is no different, but very different. He turned his back on a black brother for no reason. It's very embarrassing. And we're going to listen to how he spoke of how he wanted to help that man. Let's go.
These conversations with the same amount of equality that I've lost a component of my mission. I've lost a component of why I have a platform. Okay? This is a man that is on a pathway, from what I can see, to change his life. He's gone from incarcerated, being shot at, being almost killed, terrible upbringing, half of a shelter, to getting his GED while locked up and then becoming a licensed plumber. I don't know if he's a journeyman. I can't remember.
So let's get this straight. Everything was good before you figured he got fired or whatever the case is. Everything was good, but the most important part was you wouldn't even speak to that man. He was viral. So you're acting like you want to help somebody. No, the man was viral. He didn't need your help. This is the part I'm talking about. Niggas are phony.
At these conversations with the same amount of equality that I've lost a component of my mission. I've lost a component of why I have a platform. Okay? This is a man that is on a pathway, from what I can see, to change his life. He's gone from...
So if you... Now, everybody believe and deem to you to be a smart person. So from what you can see, he was changing his life. Why did you turn on him? Why did you show the disconnect for the people, for the brand? Why did you turn on him if your eyes saw so much in him? You're not blind.
Incarcerated, being shot at, being almost killed, terrible upbringing, half of a shelter, to getting his GED while locked up and then becoming a licensed plumber. I don't know if he's a journeyman. I can't remember off the top. To becoming a licensed plumber. Okay? He's trying to fix things. He's trying, but he's rough around the goddamn edges. He needs a mentor. He needs someone to be his big bro. How much of these men are we leaving by the wayside because we refuse to be their big bros?
There you have it. There you have it, Supra. This dude, you messing with the wrong dudes. We're really black people around here. And smart people. You just said too many times we leave people like him by the wayside, and 24 hours later, you turn on the man. Now that's a coward. In the real world, I know this internet shit is different. Because you spoke so highly, it didn't matter whether he got fired, hired, or anything. You said from what you saw, he was turning his life around. And if he held the credentials of being a journeyman plumber, he would have your support. But you turned on him. But you spoke so highly of what you thought you saw, which is fair.
This is a man that is on a pathway, from what I can see, to change his life. He's gone from incarcerated, being shot at, being almost killed, terrible upbringing, no half of a shelter, to getting his GED while locked up and then becoming a...
Disagreeable. What's good with you? This just the setup. We going to Yannie.
Licensed plumber. I don't know if he's a journeyman. I can't remember off the top. It's becoming a licensed plumber. Okay? He's trying to fix things. He's trying, but he's rough around the goddamn edges. He needs a mentor. He needs someone to be his big bro. How much of these men are we leaving by the wayside because we refuse to be their big bros? We refuse to be their mentors. We refuse to have these conversations with them, pat them on the back and say, I know where you came from, but you're trying. You're trying to do better. How much are we looking to why am I keep on having issues with this word? Dehumanize these young men. But instead we say, oh, I choose the bear. Meanwhile, Aaron would be the first man to defend you. Aaron would be the first one to crash out over a woman. Let's keep it a stack. He's in a married, two kids, married woman's home, falling in love. Because he said it was part of the sex. Which I think is, some simpooky shit. Right? And I let him know that on the live stream in real time. Aaron would be the first one to crash out over a chick. First one. Aaron would be the first. You walking on the street, no context, man or woman fighting, Aaron would be the first one to choke the dude out. Absolutely. Absolutely. Aaron has a history of beating men up.
So you turn your back on him. Yo, the shit is funny as hell to me because I'm like, yo. Think about it, you guys, super, you're so right. Think about what he's saying. He's saying all of this stuff, but he's pandering to box. He had the girl on there telling all this stuff that we already exposed, so it's all good. But the thing is more so like, yo, he's speaking as if, yo, brothers, we need to stick together. I have a platform, yo. This man is not he come from a humble beginnings. He's rough around the edges. Why are we leaving him behind? Then he turns and leaves the damn man. Yeah, you can't make this up. So, with all that being said, he's facing all this drama from Box, right? And so Real Talk Yannie, I got it all set up. So Real Talk Yannie is like, yo, you a clown. So he's getting it from every angle. And I believe that that's cool for the algorithm and all that stuff. See what I'm saying? That's cool for the algo. Right? That should be cool for the algo. I think so. But this Real Talk Yannie is kind of a little crazier because she had caught something in real time. Watch this. Watch this. She had caught something in real time.
Come on now. Oh my dad would have disowned my ass too. I wouldn't have nowhere to go. If I'm with him, we done. That's what he would have been on. My dad, he don't play that. The hell?
receipts that you showed me as well. Maybe I...
Oh, he made it unavailable. I had a feeling he was gonna make this video unavailable. But your girl downloaded.
See what I'm saying, fam? So you just getting clowned all over the place. She's sitting there reviewing your shit. You made it unavailable because you turned on the man. And bitches are clowning you live, real time. Showing the embarrassment and the division amongst black men. And look at the joy on the bitch face because of that. Can't make this shit up, man. This nigga's a clown, B.
We're using their discernment. And then it just so happens by them using their discernment that this man has
Hold
seven
on.
You know, this all came about.
Here we go.
If you have a dad that's active, or just a male figure that's active, a brother, older cousin, whatever, grandfather, whatever, would your father be okay with this man being at his doorstep on his front porch? Or would he tell this man to get the hell up off his porch? Okay, I really want to know, because my dad would look this man up and down like, get the hell up off my porch. The hell? Absolutely not. You know, this all came about because women were using their discernment. And then it just so happens by them using their discernment that this man has 7 children.
All of this came about because on the Pop the Balloon show, women were using their discernment. Trying to disrespect the man. And had he just shut up, none of this would have happened. We wouldn't be investigating his life and doing all this wild shit. This is sick shit, brother. This is sick shit, man. I'm telling you, no matter what, black men come together to form, it can all be dismantled by a big butt. Right. With neon hair, leopard print tattoos, and ass cheeks and blue. Yo. You want me to disagree? I don't. This ain't gonna never stop. But yo, she gonna watch the nigga private the video in real time. And it's embarrassing that these women try to sit around and act like they don't want a man that's physically fit. This is crazy.
Charges in 7 states. Come on now. Oh my dad would have disowned my ass too. I wouldn't have nowhere to go. If I'm with him, we done. That's what he would have been on. My dad, he don't play that. The hell? My brother.
Once again, fellas and family, it's no man that they're going to show that they love. That man could never be the highlight dealing with the Gladiator BW. It's all in private, allegedly.
Don't even play that. They would have been looking at me like, what the hell are you doing?
Some receipts that you showed me as well. Maybe I...
Oh, he made it unavailable. I had a feeling he was going to make this video unavailable. But your girl downloaded. I had a feeling. Yo, I was just getting started. Oh, man. I had a feeling he was going to do that shit, y'all. I saw it in real time. I knew it. We're going to have to come back tomorrow. We're going to finish this up tomorrow. Hold on. Let me.
No, I didn't watch it, but I don't think she finished it. She said she downloaded
our video.
Hold on.
Let me see.
They always find a way to fit their agenda. No actual accountability. It's so disgusting. They be leaving comments and everything.
Let's continue,
look,
okay?
Look, laughing at him, clowning him.
Hold on.
With the $10.
Yes, where we stop? Now, the only thing though,
Yo, this dude is a clown, B.
This is gonna be a longer live stream because if I try to upload it, hold on. This This is
Come on, man. Give me my credit.
He gonna make me work harder.
Yo. MTR, you bothered a man that had nothing to do with you. Bitches are clowning you. Bitches are coming up to the platform telling you a clown. Brothers are coming to your platform telling you matter of fact, let's do that real quick. Hold on. We'll get back to that. I want to keep this thing popping because if we clip it up, we could clip it and it'll be at about 20 minutes, but we can keep going. This dude's crazy. Yo, so you saw that now he's gonna take some more abuse. This dude's crazy, B.
I mean, I was showing, and I was conducting this like a podcast. On a podcast, you're not gonna be right. Like, I don't know. I just have to believe what he tells me. And at this point, I still thought that he got fired, right? Like, and he's just telling me, he's giving me the okie doke, like, oh yeah, I'll get you that information. And I'm just like, okay, like, why would I not? Because you also got to understand this, bro. Like, I'm not a scammer, so it's not top of mind for me. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when someone's doing that, and as deep as what he's going.
You see this shit. I'm gonna let it play where they questioning him and clowning him. But my point is this: why did you bother him? Because he's viral. Stop acting like you're not getting nothing out of the deal. Like what type of blacks are these people? Trying to hold accountability of trying to leech off a nigga being viral. Then turn his back after saying, yo, the man trying to change his life. Then got bitches talking bad about him with false information. Oh, come on, man.
I'm just like, now, I take accountability, though.
I put you in that category of, like, scammers and whatnot. Like, you're not going to see me, criticizing you on, like, courses and whatnot. Because, again, you're...
Matter of fact, I'm going to play it. I'm
legitimate person. You got to put free in business and whatnot. If you decide to give a program or a course on business and whatnot, it is like you have that experience to do that. Like you got to be here, some of that. Like I won't put you in that category, right? But it's mainly stuff like this that we talk about, where it seems like you're giving guys like this a huge leeway where it doesn't need to be. And some of this, because you got a huge percentage of fans that are women.
Now you understand what I'm saying? They're going to break this all down to where you're watching men worry about another man. That's what's really going on out here. You can't stop what a woman going to do, bro. This is crazy.
Too, and they're looking at this like, bro, what? Like, clearly this guy has got some flaws, and you're giving this much leeway. I mean, even...
So he got some flaws, and you're giving him leeway. What's the problem? What is the problem if you got flaws and you giving them leeway? This dude, MTR, look at him sitting there letting somebody make him look stupid. Like, bro, stand on it. No, I'm helping that man no matter what. Your brand is fucked up. Oh, sorry about that, y'all. It's fucked up, B.
Even before, like, he lost his job. That's horrible, right? But, like, some of the shit that he was saying... That's you gotta be like, yo, something's not making any sense, right? And it was during that 5-hour live stream. So I would give it a grace period, like at the start of the live stream where he was going into the sob story and whatnot, fine. But then when we got into the receipts part, and then he starts going into the receipts.
Family. Bitches deal with receipts, homie. Why do you care? Let that man win, man.
Things not start matching up, then I'm just like, okay, hold up.
Yeah.
It goes from, I'm feeling sorry for you to like, maybe you're the problem. Maybe this guy's a problem. But
yeah. And I do not disagree with you. And I think at the point where I'm reaching, and that if I was to change anything about this situation, I would have asked, like if I was to do this again, and I'll say this is that, I think you said earlier that, I give a lot of leeway. When the fact that this is my first time doing like a podcast like this, a digital live stream. Like, it's my first time. Like literally, I was thinking to myself, okay,
So this is the first time you used to the technology. Oh, okay. Yo, you can't make this up. The man said, "This is my first time getting used to the technology." Right. So it's not about that you hooked up with somebody that was viral. You're not happy to be in the algorithm like this. Wow. See, this fake black shit. This fake black shit gotta stop, man.
Disagree with you, and I think at the point where I'm reaching, and that if I was to change anything about this situation, I would have asked, like if I was to do this again, and I'll say this is that, I think you said earlier that, I give a lot of leadway, when the fact that this is my first time doing like a podcast like this with somebody, like a digital live stream. It's my first time. Like literally, I'm just thinking to myself, okay, let me experiment with different ways to do content.
Right,
This situation came up because if you look at my catalog, I haven't live streamed for like 6-7 months.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I download StreamYard just to conduct, just to have this conversation with him because that I believed that he got fired. Which to me, bro, like if I'm saying that my mess, like I'm creating content to restore power to men, and I want to get these stories out there, and everybody believes that he got fired, and he got fired for being an asshole, which I said on my reactions, I would not say that. I would not conduct myself like that. There's things that he could do better, right? And there's a sliding scale depending upon if you think that what he's doing is being an asshole, or if you think that, he's just clapping back or standing up for himself in an entertaining way. Like anywhere in between that didn't deserve to get fired. So that was my presumption.
Yeah, and I thought you were right. And that's why, the longer we look at it, the more it looked kind of sus, right? Because then why would you get fired for something so mundane? It's not you said anything bad or you were...
It had me living, bro.
Like, I would even think most women even...
Yeah. I'm not like this. I'm not this type of dude, but the nigga got a hoop ring, man. Come on, man. The nigga got a hoop ring. He's calling mediocre tutorial reviews to worry about another man. Not to help him, not to empower him, not to shine, but to bring them down because they care about the black woman. See what I'm saying? Shit don't sound right because it ain't, man. That don't sound right. This is what you're dealing with, man. Yo,
someone who are real sensitive would even have a problem with what you're saying enough to be that invested to call your job and then get you fired. That was the one that I found like nuts because it's just weird. Yeah. Even there are people on platforms that have said way worse than what this guy said. He was just passive aggressive. So that was like a huge red flag to me. But it was just one of those things that would you agree though that the overall, and maybe it's not, I'm not saying your audience, but like it wasn't just your audience though. The majority of the red pill, actually a lot of the spaces caught on to this and were running with this story. Would you agree though, the people who were primed to do this, even though like they could easily just research this guy's name, were they already like, I don't want to say, were they already kind of conditioned to already view the dynamics this kind of way, where if it involves a woman and certain things like this, and they're just ready to crash out? You know what I'm saying, or what?
So, I let me try to paraphrase to see if I'm understanding your question correctly.
Yeah.
You're asking, is my audience...
Not your audience. I'm talking about the people who reacted how emotionally to this story, right? I'm thinking...
Who is that? I don't know if I know...
It's not you specifically. So you have the huge community. I'm talking about the audience, the fans, not influencers, but there are influencers who reacted to it, and their fans are more sympathetic to red pill ideologies, who would say. So let's use this statement better.
I'm letting it play. Because I want you to hear the shit that they are debating. Red pill ideology. Holding you accountable for bothering a man that went viral, which both of these brothers wish they could be. I mean, MTR is viral now because everybody going after him. Like, come on, yo.
Fan bases that have seen that story that are more sympathetic to that kind of red pill story. right? Where they see a guy who stands up for himself, and then all of a sudden the women or the Matrix try to smite him down for standing up for himself. To me, it's like they were primed for that, right?
I think I understand your question now. Let me try to answer it like this: is that this is not a red pill thing at all. What this is a man who according to him, got fired because of comments on a dating show. That's wrong. That's not pill anything. This has nothing to do with pill shit. That's wrong. I interviewed him. Full stop. That's it. 3 days later, this is my new video. It's not a pill anything. This is not I think male or female, if that happens, it's wrong. That should not happen. That's cancel culture. For him being show us the evidence, bro. You're gonna get on these other platforms.
You're still open to him giving you that evidence, right? So it's not
I actually say it at the end of the video.
That video that you didn't mention it, but we saw the screenshot. It seemed like he turned on you, right? Or is he's blaming you now?
Yeah. Or no, he's mad at me.
On that, can you go into that a little bit?
I mean, he's mad at me. I mean, my thought is that it was all good, and then when I started to ask, okay, but receipts though. And now it's I'm like trying to paint him as something, and I'm just like, okay.
I thought maybe he rewatched that live stream he did with you and probably realized maybe I said some things that made me look foolish, and his immaturity couldn't handle it, so he flipped.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to real talk, Yannie, because I mean, like I said, niggas are debating another man for being viral. Like real talk, Yannie and the girls got the real smoke. These dudes are bugging. Yo, you turned on the dude. What more else could the story be? You said, hey. You said, I saw fire in that man. Let's go.
Oh my dad would have disowned my ass too. I wouldn't have nowhere to go.
Okay, they went all the way back there. Let's go. These women ain't playing.
You know what? In the meantime, we gonna come back. We gonna come back. Because let me see if it'll give me a time on upload.
Hold on.
Oh, yes. So ended up going to jail for that. But, people can change. Just because you were felon in the past doesn't mean you can't grow out of it. Even but more recently, he had an emergency protective order filed against him by another woman who was basically saying this motherfucker's crazy. So she went to the judge and got an emergency protective order. But
Isn't that what you said the first video?
Yeah.
You said if you see someone like that, I wouldn't be surprised.
Hold on, let's pull that back up. And
just because you were felon in the
this is allegedly his baby mama. Okay, hold on.
doesn't mean you can't grow out of it. Even but more recently, he had an emergency protective order filed against him by another woman who was basically saying this motherfucker's crazy. So she went to the judge and got an emergency protective order. But
isn't that what you said the first video?
Yeah.
You said if you see someone like that, I wouldn't be surprised of X, Y, and Z. You said exactly that. Should he use his job?
He clings. Because you remember he was arguing.
Now, when it come to Abba and Preach, my deal is like this. It's just like the rest of these guys. Yo, first of all, you don't even live here. All right? And then second of all, listen, black people misfortune is you niggas entertainment. Yeah, you try to mix in the white too, because you don't live here. We can't mix in the white like that and win. But for the most part, I mean, clearly you have no family members with a criminal record. Just that simple. But as usual, the black woman will go take Hector and Abba and all these other dudes to hold word against the black man. Let's go.
With that one girl. Yeah, she was like, oh, you probably live with your roommate. He's like, I could pull out $100K now.
But one thing about me, I could pull 100,000 on the bank. Can you do the same? And now
you got to go for
me for 10,000.
This dude's a fraudster. And you know what? He did the same thing with the ex.
One time he was really, really mad at me and through the text free app because I had his number blocked. He texted me a picture of his bank account, which this is a receipt.
And you know what's so crazy is like Abba and Preach were getting called simps and oh, this is feminine of you to do this and everything. And I'm like, it's feminine of them to be logical, to use common fucking sense? Like, seriously? Like, what do you mean? Do you not understand? Like, women could put their lives in danger? This man was out here human trafficking people. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Which is why I look at this girl sideways, too. I do. I look at her sideways. Now, ask me why I'm looking at this woman sideways.
Why?
She had this man around her children, and she was helping him fill out applications.
See what I'm saying, family? The man just got out of jail. The shit that happened was 5 years ago. Yes, I would be the same, not really trust him, but give him a chance. She gave him a chance. And guess what? From the way that woman talks, it's just like every other Gladiator BW. She hasn't lost an ounce of swag dealing with him. She still was the boss. She just said she blocked him. She knows she had financial status over him. Clearly never thought that he would be viral, but knew he had the body to do it. And it's typical. Get rid of somebody that could be viral tomorrow. That's the Gladiator BW. Mistreat him. You know what? I can't do that. Let's go.
That's how she knew that he had a license when it comes to him being a plumber. So if you're filling out or helping a man fill out job applications, and you're aware that he is a licensed plumber, that means that you're also aware that he's a felon, because when you fill out a job application, you have to also mark, okay? You have to check right there that, oh, yeah, like I'm a convicted felon, and you have to make the application, you have to make the employer aware that you are that. So that's why I was like looking at her sideways, okay, you blasting this man, but I'm like, you had this man around your kids, and you openly admitted that you helped him fill out a job application, which was how you found out that he was a licensed plumber, and you didn't know about his history then. And with it being as lengthy, I'm like, what? I have some questions for her too. I ain't gonna lie, like I just gotta say that because
I got some questions for myself on why I'm even doing this shit. But let's continue.
I'm like, what woman would bring a man around her kids like so willy-nilly, y'all? I don't play about the churn. I don't play about the churn.
See, this is the stuff I talk about. This is what gets me. You ain't got none. You ain't gonna have none. So there's no way that you get to play. So that's why I say they all get preachy, pastor. It's unreal. You ain't got no fucking baby to tend to give a fuck about. But that's that, what they say, that's that trigger shit. Trigger alert. Unbelievable. Fake ass bitch.
What woman would bring a man around her kids like so willy-nilly, y'all? I don't play about the churn. I don't play about the churn. I don't play about the churn. I don't play about the churn, okay? So, yeah, I was like, girl, wait a minute now. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. That don't make sense to me, okay? I do girl math. I do mom math. And girl math and mom math, it ain't mathing, okay? It's not. I don't even have kids, and I wouldn't dare just have anybody around my kids, you know?
There you have it. Because like I say, I don't know if these are real black people. I really, really don't. I don't. Because where I'm from, you don't really talk like that, what you don't have. You don't have it. How you say? Come on, man. Don't make me go to this Jay-Z shit. You didn't talk it if you didn't live it. We don't do that. But I'm learning. This is how the internet works. You got to do this fake shit. I'm gonna get aboard. This is crazy. I'm learning. I'm learning from the girls, though.
I ain't got kids like that. So, yeah, I was looking at her like, okay, that's interesting.
his name right there, Aaron. I don't know what pro extra member means. I have no idea what all of this means. Supposedly, this was his balance.
So you don't know what this receipt is, but he's basically saying, I got money. Folks in the comments thought, they're like, that's not a bank statement. That's a contractor statement for how much they've spent at Home Depot this year. Because he works for a company, so he gets. So he ain't got no bread. She's just lying, bro. 21 hours ago, this man was doing this. The man played y'all. Everybody who donated, everyone who vouched for him, everyone who said this dude is a stand-up guy, bro, he asking y'all for water while he's out here making it rain. Now, does that make sense?
Like I said, we're in these new times, man. You know, where some dudes that's not even from here could tell you what makes sense in your culture. When all you see is gladiators win, win, win. Hey, the man.
You ready?
Yeah.
That was not your fault. Orders filed against him. Not only does he have his ex just airing him out for being a stalking piece of shit, we also got video evidence of this dude being on the show and being a straight weirdo.
And then we gonna get into it because I gotta post my receipts. All right. Okay, we wait. We got about.
See what I'm saying? The girls do the receipts. MTR do the receipts. The girls do the receipts. MTR do the receipts. Abba and Preach do the receipts. Wish the fuck I would, but I must learn. I don't want to be closed-minded. I just don't know if I could come to that. I don't want to do that. But anyway.
15 more minutes. Okay. Not only that, but this man also he admitted to putting a phone in her car to track her. I can't wait to pull up that receipt.
Ma'am, bitches try to like break in niggas' phones, try to figure out their passcode, all sorts of shit. Come on. Everybody else gets a pass for doing that bullshit, trying to figure out. Yo, my homie told me, and he lived with his girl and shit. My homie told me, he's like, yo, you know, on his phone, he got it set up. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Yo, my homie said he got it set up that when you try to go through his phone, it takes your picture. You know, when you put the wrong passcode in. Yo, nigga said he always see this bitch picture on his phone. They always like, you don't get to do that in the real world. Yo, you do that type of espionage, he does his type of espionage. You know what I'm saying? You know, come on, man. Yeah, Super, the dude is crazy. Yo, they do this. Keep your pockets bare, keep everything clean. Bro, I don't know, man. These guys are good. You know what I'm saying? They know the gladiator. Man lives with the woman. You know what I'm saying? He lives with the woman, and he got to go through that shit. It was the funny. I said, yo, you a crazy dude. Like, just want to, like, show. Like, some brothers out here just want to show the gladiator, like, yo, look. You are all into me. Cut the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all that shows, that he was all into that girl. She paying, taking care of him. He wanted to stay. That's why these bros want you to have an Android, because I don't know. I don't know. I would never do it, but it is funny. One of the funniest stories I ever heard.
Like, I cannot wait to pull up that receipt. He admitted that he was tracking her. He put his cell phone, I guess he had like a second cell phone or something like that. He put that in her car to track her down. And I'm just like, well, who does that? I'm like, who do that? Who do that? He's only known this woman for 4 weeks. known each other for 4 weeks. That's why I'm like, okay, y'all both weird because you only known this man for 4 weeks. You let this man move into your house. You've only known him for 4 weeks, and you had him around your kids.
Ma'am, what does that equal? See, this is the unfair stuff that I'm talking about. Don't say something wrong with her. Say something right with him.
Then I'm looking at him sideways too because I'm like, okay, you doing a lot just to have known a woman for 4 weeks. You putting a phone and a tracking device in her car so you can track her?
Ma'am, I'm sorry that you gladiator BWs live by the code kill or be killed and you have a cold heart. Some people are just a little more loving. You don't get to get away with that. Some people are more loving. You don't care about anything except this damn internet. Some people care about people. Like, I'm not giving passes on people just trying to think everything is this black and white cookie cutter shit knowing they ain't got nobody. Like, that's crazy. Don't know what it is to care for a baby or have that love in your heart. Come on, man.
I'm like, if that's not giving stalker vibes, ladies, if you met a man 4 weeks ago and he started stalking you today, how are you feeling about that? Like, that's crazy.
Ladies,
I was just like,
ladies.
what? Oh, I saw that.
No love for the fellas.
Oh, he was simping for the men. Because that's the only way it makes sense to me.
Hold on. We got a comment. We got a comment up there. What did that girl say? MTR reacted to Abba and Preach's second video so fast they had barely uploaded it before he was uploading his responses. He was simping so hard. I tell you guys how they think about you.
And he wasn't out here slurping for us.
Whoa!
You gotta ask what team they on nowadays. He was not cyber slurping for us. He was cyber slurping for the men, for his audience.
Wow.
The ones he set up to get scammed by this Ninja Turtle.
Wow.
That's a
Jamal Bowman is backed by progressive groups and leaders.
Yo, what I say? What did I say? Hold on. What did I say? This clown is getting it from all angles. He's a clown.
Crazy. Okay, let's continue.
And now he got to go for. How you gonna be saying I can pull out 100K, but you asking for a GoFundMe? And you know what it was for? For his humanitarian work. Bro, y'all probably getting scammed by this dude, and he's loving the fact that he's able to get a bit of money to recoup for his stupid fucking mistakes. He has a different ex airing him out. And the things that she's airing him out for, did you see? That's not you. Did you see? No.
So this man that claims to be very godly and studies the Bible and, practices this religion, put sugar in my gas tank, tracked my car, put a phone to record me in my car. Everybody had to walk me to my car afterwards to make sure that I made it. And the girl who texted me, hey, did you make it? Again, it's a clinic full of girls. So that was a red flag number 2. And then one time I walked outside to the cafeteria and he calls me and he's like, how did I know you were outside? So that in my head was like, circles already turning. I go to my car to see if he put a tracker, and then he pops up on my job like, don't break up with me, don't do this, like, I'll change. I thought I was going to catch you doing something. And I was like, how did you know I was outside, right? He said, I put my extra phone tracking you in your car and I left it on record because I was expecting to record you doing something, as in cheating on me or like messing around in your car. And I was like, I was done. So he would always be like, you're so broke, like you can't afford me, like just shit like that. When he'd get mad, he'd say the most, but then go and apologize and cry about it.
This dude was incredibly controlling and invasive, and she was afraid for life. She ended up moving to get away from this guy. Now again, these are all allegations that can be substantiated per se. They definitely did see each other. There was a relationship and they definitely broke apart, but the details can't be confirmed. But what I'm saying is, I'm seeing enough red flags to be like, yo, this dude probably ain't worth shit and you probably want to stay away from him. Did he deserve to lose his job? No. I don't advocate for people to go and do that stuff.
We don't even know if it's the reason why he lost his job was because of that show.
That could be because of the ex.
I'm not trusting.
And thank you. Anyone with some damn sense would know, how can we just assume that he lost his job because of the show? I didn't believe that for 1 second. I didn't believe that. How do we even know this man had a job prior to this show? We don't know. We don't know this man. That's what be killing me about the internet and how gullible it is. The internet.
Ma'am, you don't know this man, but you went and investigated his life. I'm under the assumption that there are some ball sacks, some eggplants that would love to have occupied your time. Whatever.
I don't believe anything on here, and I'm just like, I believe half, not even half. I believe a quarter of what I see. Okay, and then, you know, things gotta make sense for me. Like it can't just be such and such. No, it gotta make sense over here, and then it gotta make sense over here, and then it gotta make sense over here, and then we gotta revise from beginning to end, and then we gotta, okay, let me look at this again, look at it again.
Now, understand this, she's describing what it is for a black woman to get a husband and to be good to a man. Pay attention.
It's over here. And
Pay
it's
attention.
Okay,
Pay attention. They all do this. They got to go through all this to get a man or a husband.
And then, you know, things got to make sense for me. Like, it can't just be, such and such. No, it got to make sense over here. And then it got to make sense over here. And then it got to make sense over here. And then we got to revise from beginning to end. And then we got to, okay, let me look at this again. Look at it again. Okay, it seems like it's turning out legit. Okay?
How the fuck you gonna get a man like that, boo? That goes to show you an untrustworthy person. You have a stone heart. You're untrustworthy. That's why I say shit is wild. Do you want somebody looking over you like that? That shit is crazy. Like, it's whatever, man. I'm
confused about people who just be like ready to believe anybody. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. She was very involved with this man. Like, she was doing a lot for this man.
Here we go.
That's why I was
Here we go.
Okay, girl, it seemed like you knew a lot about him.
You see what happens? They're doing a lot for the man. What's wrong with that? They preach against it. Be ready-made and disrespect, and be able to, disrespect them, hopefully marry them so they get money from you. These black females is ready to believe it. I mean, we're past that, man. We're back to square one. The disdain, the malcontent, against your brother, somebody who would back you up in public without knowing you. But we were never able to see the disgust that they have towards us like this. She's dressing up for other women. Shit is wild, man.
You knew about his criminal activity. Even your mother was warning you about this man, and you was just like, So I'm just like, okay, all right, that's weird. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What do you mean that's weird? That's not BBC? That's not the swag of a man? Where are the mind of these sisters?
Like, that's why I was like, watch her too. Because I don't play about kids. And at first, I wasn't really paying attention to what she was saying because I'm like, I just assumed she didn't have any kids. Right. But then when he posted her children on his TikTok page, that's when she made the announcement that she has kids. Because her kids are not on her TikTok. So I was like really confused by that. But now that I know kids are involved, I'm definitely looking at you sideways. So I'm like, why would you have kids around this man? Like why? And he was into some interesting things, and I think she knew about something. Maybe not all of it, but maybe she had to have known something.
Anything this man says, nothing. So if he claimed that he lost his job because y'all were calling, maybe none of y'all called, and he just lost his job because XYZ. Okay, I'm not trusting anything this might mean.
I think it's just a sympathy for. So I mean, the update didn't surprise me. I think all the red flags I saw on the show ended up being right and more. Everything we learned after. Apparently, there's other exes who were coming out. When you have this many people airing you out, when you got a criminal history, you just can't be given that kind of leeway to be like, yo, maybe, just maybe. You know damn well none of these motherfuckers will show even half as much grace to a woman with a criminal history, with all these things, all these exes airing her out, all this stuff that she's been proven to be fraudulent about. So why are they giving so much benefit out? Why? Because it's a dude?
Exactly, which is why I said that this is worse than the brick lady. This is extreme. The hell is wrong with y'all? Even I had common sense enough to be like, oh, hell no, she's a scammer. She's a scammer. Because I wasn't trying to lose my credibility. Listen, I'm all for love and war, but when it comes down to my integrity, I'm going to have to pull the plug. I'm going to have to draw the line. So I drew the line with the brick lady because I found...
There you have it. Credibility and integrity virtually, digitally, technology, not in real life. Learn that shit. I'm learning, man. I mean, the man showed grace on the show. He could have been way more ridiculous. Come on now. All we do is show grace. We don't want no smoke with no bitch. And you know what we want. So the battle is to not do that. Like, where are we at with this? It's crazy. Credibility. Virtually. Digitally. What a fake girl.
Now that she was a scammer, have you out here doing investigative work at a fake crime scene here in Houston? And I'm like, this don't even make sense. Like, I'm at the crime scene like, this don't make no damn sense to me. No, I know I ain't crazy. I know I ain't dumb. The hell? So I had to call it out like, oh, that's a scam. Okay, so why y'all having such a hard time? This man got a rap sheet as long as a CBS receipt. 7 charges in 7 states. Seriously. And I have suspicion that he's a snitch. Now, I'm waiting for this video to get uploaded so I can show you why I feel like he's a snitch. Oh, I think the video's ready. Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. It may take some time. I love being a prepared woman.
She loved being a prepared woman for other women. She don't like to be a married woman. She don't like to be a motherly woman. That's where we at now. That's what's going on. This is a microcosm of everything that's going on. You waste your time doing this instead of putting and having that same thing into the next generation. Because you have good qualities. But you're selfish. 2 deletions on your box.
I do. I really do. I really do. I just love being prepared. Don't you ladies love being prepared? Okay, let's get into it. We're back. Okay, let me switch screens here. Now I'm gonna have to go back and forth between different tabs because the other tab, it still has the timestamps. So I think we left off at the part where he was getting into, did prison give him structure? Okay.
Come on, man. Let me ask you this question, Supra. Over here, we normally, disagreeable knows, we normally do when you deal with the Gladiator BW, the over under is 2. So if you ran across 100 gladiators, what would be when you see a gladiator, what do you think if the over under is 2, Do you think the Gladiator is over or under? When you see a Gladiator and you know the deletion count number is 2, do you say over or under what percentage or whatever the case is? A snitch, you mean a good citizen. You get to snitch when you leave the streets. Listen. You know, like I know, brother, she ain't got no business talking about snitch words, knowing she be the first one to snitch on anybody. Like, it just don't make no sense. But I gotta learn. I gotta stop. Yo, this ain't no place to be real. Have a good time. I try to have as much fun as I could because, yo, this shit is not real. I think the only good time that I have out of this is they're earning off black men. I want to earn off them earning off black men. I want to get my watch time and all that shit. Well, depending on where she from and how she talk, I estimate it's over 2 from what I've been seeing. 6 is a normal. Come on, man. Ain't no 6, no normal number. Come on, man. Over under is 2, B. Over under is 2. And I'm willing to say it could go up to 6 and pass. I'm cool with that. But the over under is 2. At least in our generation. Because after 2, you got to start worrying about, can you still, bring, carry the turn. But you don't be thinking they all did it, so I wouldn't be surprised. Right. There's no way. It's tough. I would definitely be surprised. Like, they got stuff to do. No time to be worried. I call it the most selfish stuff in the world because you damn sure was happy when somebody was worrying about you. Come on. I know.
What has been, hold on, the prison 2018.
18-year-old kids, these bang bang shoot 'em up tough guys, and put them in prison on the mainline yard. Put them in prison and let them sit there for at least 2 months when they turn 18. If they've been in some type of trouble before, so you can see what you're signing up for. Because man, it broke my heart to see these young 18, 20-year-old kids got 50 years and they're sitting in prison playing basketball every day, laughing like it's a game, and talking about what they did. I got tired of hearing the same stories reiterated over and over. It's just putting negative energy into the universe. And the whole time I indulged in that lifestyle, I might have had a quick come up, or I might have had a good night this night, but at the end, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. Yeah. I'm still suffering consequences to this day from actions I did over 10 years ago.
Right. Everything's public. Right. You do things out in the public, it's going to become public information if you get arrested. And part of that
is this video right now. Everything's public. Everything's public. This is public.
Is now being used against you. And we're going to go deep down into it as well. I do have some receipts that you showed me as well. Maybe I can bring up some of this as well. You can kind of speak to it. Yeah. Let me try to get this up on the screen. While I get this up on the screen, can you also describe this? What has been your relationship with women as you were coming up with age? Let's say during gang, when you was more into your criminal mischief, you was a bad guy. Talk about the difference then versus the difference of being a licensed, trying to be on a straight and narrow path, trying to do good, trying to be a humanitarian.
This man was so eager when it comes to his agenda, y'all. It was sick. Okay, so MCR, he has degrees, and he was raised to be on the straight and narrow. And so he gets jealous of men who are criminals who get access to women. Now, the type of women that are into these type of men.
Yo, bro, what did I say? He's getting clowned from every angle. Everybody can see it. Everybody can see that he's a bozo. I described this already. He's mad that some pookie nigga went viral. He brings them on. Now that we can see it clear, not only did it bring them on to expose them, he brought them on, you know, to benefit itself. Now that we see it clear, this was a whole shit show and shit job by MTR. And homie picked up on it. Like, we've been doing this. We've been saying alpha niggas was mad. We've been saying it. We've been saying it, man. They're mad.
Trying to be a humanitarian.
This man was so eager when it comes to his agenda, y'all. It was sick. Okay, so MTR, he has degrees, and he was raised to be on the straight and narrow. And so he gets jealous of men who are criminals who get access to women. Now, the type of women that are into these type of men, to me, the brain, there's a disconnect up there. Sometimes I feel like the girls that be really into that fast life, oh, the man, he out here, tricking and like, a lot of these women don't understand, like, they don't last long.
This is where I call bullshit, y'all. Because we know a woman like you don't want no life. You want to live digitally. Because it would be so sweet to say, yes, you want to live the motherly life. You want to live the nurturing life. You want to live the wifey life. But you have nothing. But you got the nerve to criticize other people that be with people. Like, it's sick.
You know, there's no future with that. All right? You have fun with them at most, but don't ever get caught up. I'm going to tell you to avoid them altogether because he will just bring a headache into your life, okay? But MTR...
So what kind of man would you advise for the bitches? And where would they find that kind of man? You're not doing that.
Is mad. He's enraged at these women, these OnlyFans models, and these Instagram baddies that don't want him for being on the straight and narrow. And so he wants him to talk about how
clowning this nigga.
He was into criminal activity and how many women he was getting.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Let's get into it.
Getting a certification. Get right. Just talk about the difference between the two.
Okay, so when I was, actively gang banging, present myself with my nickname and things of that nature, women loved me.
Yo, it sounds like a setup now that we hear it back. He was never there to help that man.
Had an abundance of women. Anybody that knows me that'll tell you, I was Mr. Promiscuous. Yeah. And that's why I advocate against it, because I see the damage that it does to individuals. But I had all the women in the world when I was gangbanging. Now, so when I got out of prison, before I went to prison, right, I was not in shape. I could not converse with you about anything other than gangbanging or some entertainment foolishness. Right. Now you can put me in a room with anybody, I can converse. I know a little something about, something. Yeah. And I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna reside in a state of oblivion. That's for certain. But as I was a plumber, when I became a plumber, I got out, I'm doing the right thing. Now I'm well aware of how a man should conduct himself. Yeah. I'm well aware of, things I want to do in the community. I have goals. Wait, let me rewind. Back to gangbang.
Very true, homie. She spoke facts. We gave her credit. Because that's the point of the video, that everybody's clowning him. And what we often say is, yo, you think nobody don't see you? Like we hear you or see you whichever way it is. It does not bode well for the real men. And you became a leader. Dang. Supra, you wrong here. Damn, he was gangbanging. He had all the women in the world, but now they all want him burned at the stake. You are wrong, nigga. Never believe that. Don't believe shit. Never. Trust me, man. Never. Never believe the rhetoric. Never believe the words. We can put this man on a silent auction. I promise you, we will get a buyer. I promise you, homie. I promise you. He don't know nothing. They don't know it's true. He has great mule value, but they don't know the value of the Gladiator BW. That's where the problem is. That's where the problem is. The power of the Gladiator BW, all of you mere mortals out there underestimate it.
I was skinny. I couldn't converse. I didn't have a job. All I did was, negativity. All the women wanted me. You had way too many women, way too many options. Yes, way too many.
We talk. Okay, you was gangbanging. What age group is this? That's what I want to know. And then I also want to know, he was also like, he's saying women, all women not gonna go for that. So that's why I'm confused on that. Like, I'm confused. There are a group of women out here that will go for that. That's all they know. They don't know nothing else. But to say all women is just into criminals, so we all just into criminals, ladies. We all just want a criminal. We all want a man with a rap sheet as long.
Ma'am, you don't want nothing. Isaac, what's good with you, pimping? Ma'am, you want nothing. That's the truth of the matter. You actually want nothing. Problem is, you think we don't know that. That's just really, really the problem. That's really the problem. I don't know. Yannie clapjap cheeks? Wow, really? Wow. That's what I was telling Supra. I want to be in the mix.
As the CBS receipt, be so freaking for real. Be so for real. He got a desperate Latino woman that wanted him.
Wow.
Okay, with a long rap sheet. She knew about it.
Wow.
I don't see a bunch of women knocking down his door. I mean, he went on a dating show. He didn't get not one girl. Even Esther didn't leave with him. Even Esther pulled another man in front of him, and he got triggered by that. So I'm confused. He's not on the straight and narrow. We know that much because, like I said, he had a protective order back in 2022. So
Hold on. No. Jap did not clap those. Are you serious? Serious though. And she get a pass like that out here? Wow. No. I don't know. What's the real story, man? Please let me know. Please let me know, homie. You let me know, I give you a treat, B. We definitely want to know if Jap was getting. Hold on, what we got here? Type in Minister Jap Yannie. Hold on.
Neon green bikini. You guys, this bikini is so bomb. Imagine if I was bronzed. Like, imagine if I was tan. It would look even better. But I be struggling putting this on because the strings on the side, I just be like, how in the hell do you tie it? But once I figured it out, it's so bomb. But I think the reason why they made it the way that they made it was because you can, like, tie this high-waisted. And I love this. I don't know why. I think it's so cute. It's kind of sporty to me. I really like this two-piece bikini. I think it's cute. Say you was going on a vacation or something like that, and it was like you were doing like a lot of water activities or whatever. This would probably be my go-to swimsuit just because, you know, you're kind of covered at the top. You don't have to worry about... It's my favorite. I love this swimsuit. It's a two-piece, but I just like how it ties. I love how the bottoms tie up my stomach. Oh my god, I think it's so cute. And then I also like the top. I feel like the top has more support than the other few that I tried on. But the top has good support, and I just love how this looks. I love the print. I love how it ties up. This is my favorite. Yellow and pink. I don't know how it looks on camera because I gotta go back and look at the footage. But I mean, this is probably my least favorite. I feel like it fits weird. I don't know if it's because my hips are not one piece. So the top is like a regular bikini top. It ties in the back, it ties in the front. I probably could have went and then I also got like a bralette and it crosses in the back and it's like silver metallic and it's.
But after I started educating myself and building my relationship with God and, becoming well aware of what life is really about, You know, life and plumbing are similar. That is why I love plumbing so much. Now listen, plumbing is a perpetual cycle of developing and learning new skills, right? A lot of plumbers can agree with me. They've been plumbers for 20 years and don't have their license. You know, me, I've been involved in the trade for 5 years and got my license. You know, that's one of my biggest life accomplishments because that journeyman test is not easy at all. So I passed the test, you know, and I'm getting into these relationships. And while I was in prison, I had a chance to reflect on my conduct before. You know, every day for the 5 years, I thought about every single conversation I had throughout my life. Every person I met, I asked myself, you know, how could I have done that better? How could I have talked? You know, how could I? You know, I started asking myself, and I started attacking myself. Like, hey, you know, you've been doing this is stupid. You know, I started reality checking myself, so I did self-improve. And so I started dating these girls. Right now, I have this body. You know, I'm muscular. I'm meeting women that have never seen a guy with muscles like this before. So it's the spirit of lust is manifest right there, and I indulge in a relationship because I don't want to be lonely. You know, that's been my problem for the most part. And these women have gotten so good with manipulation and deception. I promise you, these women can hide. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start teaching you fellas how they hide stuff on these iPhones.
I can only speak for myself. I can only speak. I don't think he's attractive. I'm sorry. But then again, I'm a sapiosexual, so I'm attracted to intellect. I'm not being intellectually stimulated at all. So
there you have it. Another scenario. Another scenario of the weird behavior. A long list of a man that don't exist to qualify why they single.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna start teaching you fellas how they hide stuff on these iPhones.
I can only speak for myself. I can only speak. I don't think he's attractive. I'm sorry. But then again, I'm a sapiosexual, so I'm attracted to intellect. I'm not being intellectually stimulated at all. So I'm not seeing it. I'm not. And I'm not gonna ask the ladies now because we know enough about this man. So if he's attractive or not, like I already know y'all not gonna say no, he's not. But before, I think some of you would have. I don't know. I'm just not easily fooled by a nice body, I guess. I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna speak on his appearance, but I'm just saying.
See what I'm saying? It's all we ever said. Bitch, what do you like? That's all we ever said. Because if niggas knew that, they would try to be it. I don't know nothing about these phones, man. Maybe my homie got an Android. I believe you. Intellect is best expressed orally. I see her game. I guess, man. I just know that there is no ideal. There is no prototype. There is no, oh, I'll take that. Ain't none of that.
And like, I don't know, he's just not attractive to me at all. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I wouldn't be thirst bucking, but I have seen some girls in the comments that were. So I guess it just goes off of, you know, what you like, what you into, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
How these women, we're gonna shed light on stuff. I'm gonna show you how these women were hiding stuff, how they were manipulating me, how they were having me believe that we were gonna get married. You know, that's what my true intentions. And are we gonna go through some of those receipts right today? Yeah, we're gonna go through the receipts. Okay. This is my thing with promiscuous women. I always give them the option. And
no, there's women, listen, go to his Instagram. There's women under his posts. There's always gonna be a woman around, okay? There always is. Don't ever doubt your mind. There's always gonna be a woman around. Just like there's always gonna be a man around.
So, well, that's wrong. There's not always women around for brothers. You gotta be a special brother. Gotta have something going on. I don't care what it is. So he don't get credit for that, for having women under there. This is a hater. Yo, this is a hater right here.
People are always going to have options. It is what it is. Now, is it the option that they want? I don't know. But there's always going to be options around for people because that's just how it is. So, yeah, there are women under his Instagram post. Yeah, there are.
In the very beginning. So there's, you have to start the relationship the same way you finish. So I let them know, hey, what do you aspire to do with me? Do you want to have an open relationship? Do you want to seek other men? If that's something that you want to do, that's fine, queen. Because in that case, that's what you're going to do. First use of queen disrespectfully. Respectfully disrespectfully. Yeah, respectfully. Now, let me ask you this, because I have my own thoughts and perceptions regarding this, what I'm about to ask you. What do you think it is about modern women today that you had so many when you was a gangbanger, but it's a lot harder when you want to straighten down path? I want to hear from you. What do you think that comes from? What does that stem from? It's the clout, the image, for whatever reason. No, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. It's because our country, look what they market. They market rappers. Rap people. I'm not, man, I love music. I used to rap myself. They show stuff like this. They do not shed light on the trades. They do not show the plumber, the electrician.
Yeah, what group of women are they trying to get? Just based off of this conversation. Rappers, and what type of woman are they trying to get? I'm going to go ahead and answer. The women that like that fast life. The women that like looking a certain way more than a man's character. The Instagram baddie. The Instagram model.
Ma'am, you're dressed like one. Ma'am, all you ever
neon green bikini. You guys, this bikini is so bomb. Imagine if I was bronzed. Like, imagine if I was tanned. It would look even better. But I be struggling putting this on because the strings on the side, I just be like, how in the hell do you tie it? But once I figured it out, it's so bomb. But I think the reason why they made it the way that they made it was because you can tie this high-waisted, and I love this. I don't know why. I think it's so cute. It's kind of sporty to me. I really like this two-piece bikini. I think it's cute.
How's that not somebody that want to deal with be like an Instagram baddie? But like I said, nobody's never going to out these people, but I am. Now, I need y'all to know, just as an update, Gladiator BW made me salmon cakes and stuff like that. I believe it's been done. So I don't know, because I may get in trouble. You don't make people cook for you and don't eat, B. So just be careful out here.
That's all they care about. That's all they talk about. And it's like they're upset because they can't get access to those women. And it's like, I don't know why it's so hard for men to accept. They don't want you. Like, my God, they don't want you. And it's like, get over that shit. My God. It's like, and then they mad at all women because those women don't want you. They want the rapper. They want the drug dealer. Get over it. Like, my God. Like, that's all they want. They want the BBL baddie. That's what they want. Like, the fuck? Like, get over that shit. Crying about you a grown-ass man. You want the promiscuous woman. That's what you want. But she doesn't want you. Not seriously. Not for marriage. Not for a real commitment. And it's like, instead of y'all just accepting that shit, y'all want to come online and cry about it. Oh my God, they don't want me. Oh my God, they don't get the fuck over that shit. And then this is coming from a girl that's been rejected majority of my life, okay? I was rejected all the way up until 25 years old. I lost my virginity at 27 years old, so I know all about rejection. Get the fuck over it. It's annoying. And yes, I'm saying it like that. Like, it's just like, it's like grown-ass men crying and shit. It's like, get the fuck over it. This was me at 21. Okay, I know all about rejection. This was me at 27 with no makeup. Okay, get over it. Y'all over here crying and shit. Like, the men that rejected me, I don't care. The people that bullied me, I don't care. Like, y'all look weak as hell. I can relate to your story, but you look weak as hell. Tighten the fuck up. Like, that shit irritate me. You letting the people that did you dirty get under your skin and you 30. Like, that's crazy. Like, y'all, I can't do it. I can't do it, y'all. Like, I cannot do it. Like, that be making me so mad. Because I just, like, it's so weak to me. You're still griping about it years later. Like, get the hell over it. They didn't pick you. They don't want you. Who gives a damn? Like, move on. You can get out here, create new relationships, create new friends, have new experiences. People don't even got to know where you come from. Like, seriously. It's like, it's corny to me. And it's very weak. It is. Because it's...
Now, see you niggas? See that? It's the same person that criticized Passport Bros. It's the same person that criticized Passport Bros for going to do something new. See what I'm saying? Well, y'all know Yannie lost about 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds. She really did a transformation. She lost about 80 pounds. She really worked hard. Now she's reaping the benefits. She documented her journey. She really did her thing. We saw it before. Like, we got the big fat Yannie. She documented her journey.
Men not wanting to deal with the past and like work through the emotional stuff that came with it. You want to stay stuck and bitter and be stagnant, and then you're still not getting the outcome that you desire out of life. And the reason you're not is because you won't let the shit go. Like, you won't let it go, and then you keep going.
I just realized the real truth, fellas. That's the same person that will have a problem with the Passport Bros. So, like I say, when you hear these people talk, it's like whatever.
After the same women that don't want you in the way that you want her. It's not hard. Like, oh my God. Yes, they sound like entitled little boys that are crying because they didn't get the toy that they wanted when mommy was at the grocery store or mommy was at Walmart. Like, that's what...
You see how they missing the story? They're missing the story right there. Gladiator BWs are purposely not getting with dudes, putting an extraordinary list on niggas so they don't meet the qualifications so they can get boxed. Then you're mad that they get a passport and do what they got to do. See what I'm saying? See how much pride they take in the fact that you can't get me. Get over it. Then you go to passport. Oh, ma'am, they just less expensive. You're just more expensive. And they put more swag in. You have less swag. And they move different. You move regular. What are we missing here?
Y'all sound like, it's like, get the hell over that shit. Grown ass man sitting up here crying, lying and shit. Like, nobody want to hear that. That's crazy. Like, could you imagine?
Ma'am, you finish this live stream. You go get a rose for satisfaction to substitute the dude. We think more of you. We think of you as a human being. You like, yo, you a tool, like, you're a rose. I could do that by myself. And you take pride in this. It's sick. I got salmon patties, rice, corn. I could get some lettuce cut up if I wanted to. Lettuce, onions, some of those small tomatoes. I don't want all that extra shit. But I do have a fine meal cooked for me, dog. Oh, don't even talk about the gym. It's all about you can't have this. You can't have this. Like, that's the game we are playing. They should never, ever speak on the Passport Brothers. Never. Knowing that they play that dumb game with you guys.
And then women wanted to be in a relationship with someone this insecure? That's crazy. Like, I don't want to deal with that. You still griping about what happened to you in your younger years, in your adolescence. Like, get the hell over that shit. I'm over it. Get over it.
The HVAC guy. Now, it wasn't until,
Let's get into that real quick. Nigga said bitches make chopped cheese in the house. What's the name of that shit? Frozen chicken, frozen banquet chicken. Maybe they get some frozen vegetables. Maybe they cut up a head of lettuce. Maybe, hamburger helper, rice helper. Nothing from scratch like my shit.
Got involved in plumbing. I did what my dad was teaching me, despite what other than what my dad was teaching me, I met an individual that had his own company, and we did a job. It took us 3 days, and he made like $42,000. And I was like, wow. I was like, if you can make this is better than drug money. This only took 3 days.
They better put some respect on y'all names, and that's what I've always said as well, is that if you take the average salary of a drug dealer, and I'm not talking about on the far ends of the scale, right? The Pablo Escobars and shit like that. But if you take the average salary and you can compare it to the average salary of a man that went and got a 4-year STEM degree in school, or a man that is doing what you're doing, becoming a licensed plumber, more often than not, you're going to have a lot more money going the straight and narrow path. 10 times out of 10 times. And it's so ridiculous to me.
And it's so crazy because, like, women are singing the same song. Women are singing the same song, and men are singing the same song, but in different ways. So we as women, we're singing the same song, right? The women that don't play games, the women that have good jobs. We don't do Instagram. We're not out here doing OnlyFans. Like, we have wholesome jobs, straight and narrow jobs, but we get overlooked every day by the very men that are complaining about how.
Y'all hear this, right? I'm going to play it back. Tell me what you hear.
Jobs. We don't do Instagram.
Tell me what you hear.
Going the straight and narrow path. 10 times out of 10 times. And it's so ridiculous to me.
And it's so crazy because, like, women are singing the same song. Women are singing the same song, and men are singing the same song, but in different ways. So we as women, we're singing the same song, right? The women that don't play games, the women that have good jobs. We don't do Instagram. We're not out here doing OnlyFans. Like, we have wholesome jobs, straight and narrow jobs, but we get overlooked every day by the very men that are.
Tell me what you hear. Tell me what you hear, man. Tell me what you hear. What is her qualification? Tell me what you hear. The wholesome ones do some of the foulest shit. It's just that they're fake tears and act remorseful afterwards. Yannie definitely the type to take care of a nigga. Come on, man. Come on. What do you hear? Same thing that you hear from everybody. You should be attracted to me because I got a good job. You should be attracted to me because I got a good job. We got good jobs. The fuck that mean? To the big alpha guys.
Complaining about how they want a wholesome woman and things like that. It's like, come on, like, pick a problem. You should already have a solution to that problem by now. I just don't get it. I'm not understanding. This is why I don't have the patience for this, because I'm just like, you really don't want that though. Like, you really don't want, because there's plenty of women out here that are like that. There are plenty of women that don't have OnlyFans. There are plenty of women out here that have wholesome, straight and narrow jobs, but y'all don't want those women. Y'all overlook those women every day. So in the way that you're overlooking these women, you're being overlooked and you're mad. And it's just like, I'm supposed to have sympathy. Where am I supposed to get that shit from? I don't have it. Like, that? Like, I don't understand it. It just does not make any sense to me.
Like I said, you gotta learn this shit. They get preachy. I'm trying to learn. You gotta get a little preachy as far as like lying. Yo, they overlook us. Show me some gladiator that feels overlooked. This is preachy. This is femcel-ish. That's exactly what this is. This dude Isaac is going crazy. Yeah, this dude Isaac me.
It doesn't. It does not.
I think of it as it's an issue within our media, right? Young boys can't dream what they cannot see. If you cannot see this, and there's not images of you of people that do that, then why do you think that you can do it? Which is why it's so important for platforms such as YouTube, because it's decentralized in nature. We're not connected to the mainstream, which is incentivized to show the most ratchet, the most debaucherous, the most ignorant forms of us as what we can aspire up to. And we have to begin to take over communication within our platforms to show something else, right? Like even between me and you have a conversation, and I've not lived your lifestyle. Never wanted to live your lifestyle. But I had a father that was strong as shit that didn't even allow me to do even half of the shit that you had within your life. But he ensured that I did it because he understood that lifestyle as well. And he knew that there was a better path for me.
I never heard that part. MTR disrespecting that man.
Especially within the black community, specifically. That was a men's issue, especially a black men's issue, with an illegitimacy rate of 70% plus. So we're walking around with all of these young men that had your own lifestyle of this purely reactionary, crash out, dummy, just doing whatever they can do, just right in the moment. The thing is that they get validated from the women. They get validated from the culture. They get validated from the music. They get validated from what's on TV. But taking over media, what we show and what we put in front of men's faces, just people's faces in general, because it impacts the women as well. Because you got to look at the women and say, well, why are you so attracted to you previously? What is that? Why does that exist? Why? And do you know who Kevin Samuels is?
Yes.
It's one of the conversations that me and Kevin would go back and forth and spar about time and time again before he passed. God rest his soul. The man was a genius. But we talked about the importance of media and changing the narrative. Why is it not cool to be an AC repairman? Why is it not cool to be a plumber? Why are these things disrespected? Why? Why is it not cool to like anime? It's a little bit different now. But why is it not cool? Why is it not natural? Why is it not normal?
And why don't we don't have punish one another? You know, that's one thing in society that's wrong.
Well, no. Remember in his earlier years, he said that he got into the activity that he was into because he was listening to the older people that were around him. So instead of them saying, hey, why don't you get into a trade? Why don't you get into a trade? Right? Get into a trade, stay in trade. No, they told him to go do this.
Yeah, y'all brothers are wicked. Yeah. Nigga said they would have called him King Yeller. That was funny, man. Oh, man. Yo, they are clowning this dude. Clowning him.
This is how you get it. You can get it this way. What are you talking about? He didn't have good influence at all, and that's a lot. That goes on a lot within the black male space. I mean, y'all not getting influence when it comes to I say positively influence when it comes to getting into those trades. You don't have men saying, "Hey, son, like, hey, young buck, young blood, whatever the hell, like, hey, like, why don't you do this instead?"
See that right there? They will leave it up to you. She's no nurturer. She ain't trying to have no kid to do shit with no man.
So the reason why he got into it was because he was around bad influence. And that's what's scary about birthing a son and him growing up in the black community. Is like,
wow.
Well, we know what that looks like.
Wow.
So,
wow.
You don't have men saying, hey, son, like, hey, young buck, young blood, whatever the hell, like, hey, like, why don't you do this instead? So the reason why he got into it was because he was around bad influence. And that's what's scary about birthing a son and him growing up in the black community is like, well, we know what that looks like. We see it every day.
Wow.
So,
wow.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Wow. It's crazy how they're just pushing the blame off on the media, but The media is not responsible for raising you. The media may influence you, but at the end of the day, you should have some type of positive male figure in your life telling you that ain't it. That ain't the way to go. This is the way to go. And if there's so many good black men out here, I just don't understand, like, why is it hard for black boys to find that healthy black man, that positive male black man in their lives that can help them get on the right path or stay on the right path? I don't get it.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, what happened to a man in a few words? I don't get it. So, you know, what's so crazy is, you know, men struggle to find a positive black male role model, and black women struggle to find a good black man. I wonder why that is. Why is it such a struggle? Why isn't it that there aren't so many positive black male role models in the community? Then turn around and why is it so hard for a black woman to find a good black man? Those two things go together. They're side by side. Thank you for the super chat. Oh yeah, that is so true.
Too many cooks spoil the labor cost percentage. Okay, that's not the same.
Yo.
That is so true.
My jaw is dropped the way she went off on brothers like that. Wow. That's what they doing over there on her side of things? Wow. That's crazy. Dang. Dang, that's hatred, bro. That's hatred towards your brother. That's crazy, dude. Dang. Jeez. Huh. I ain't no sister hated niggas like that. Dang. Dang. It's crazy, man.
So true. Thank you for the super chat. Let's continue.
Parents they let their children do whatever they desire to do, and that's not how it should be. You know, my father and my mother, they gave me at some point in time just was like, hey, just do whatever. You know, you can't give up on these kids. These kids are innocent and blameless, and they're going to imitate what they see. And like you said, if they're not seeing these things, these prosperous people in these trades, then of course they're not going to want to do it. They're going to want to do what they see is prospering, and that's the negative.
It is, but you know, we got to be able to start one upload at a time. Now, brother, tell me what I'm looking at right here.
So right there, you're looking at my disciplinary infractions in prison from a fake Instagram page. All those disciplinary actions are, you know, disobeying a direct order and stuff. Everything I did on there, for sure I did. I was guilty of.
So this is why you were in prison.
Yes, that was while I was in prison. Now that's the 3-year time period where I was, you know, still trying to find myself.
Let me also ask you a question. Were you deaf, like hard of hearing, in prison?
Yes, I had a bullet lodged in my ear, and I had a discharge. Literally, I had green fluids. Man, somebody please, Red Rock Correctional Center, get in these comments. I had green fluid. It looked like boogers, and it used to stink too, honestly. And that's why I used to get into a lot of fights too.
Now, this man said that he deserved getting shot in his ear. I don't know what he did. He wouldn't go into detail about how he deserved getting shot in his ear. That's crazy, but that's what he said. All right, so MTR is trying to make it seem like the reason why he had all of these infractions, right, these write-ups while he was locked away was because he couldn't hear. So he brought all of this on himself. So why is the public supposed to give sympathy regarding the situation? I don't get it. Like, he brought all of it on himself, though, and he openly admitted that. So why are we bringing this up to try to make it seem like he didn't do these things, but he did, or he had good reasons to have all of these write-ups, but did he? We don't know.
Because guys used to play and startle me, like, come up behind me and ride. I'll get frightened and stuff that I can't hear. I'll be, man, we got to fight now immediately. Like, why are you playing? And it was a very depressing time in my life, you know, because I love music. I could not hear music. There was a lot of times I couldn't hear my own tone in my voice. And that's when I started to, you know, getting very depressed. And I got out, and by the grace of God, I was able to have surgery. And
disagreeable. You know, this is very rare, but I disagree with you. It's called taking accountability. He was in the street. He got a bullet like y'all have babies. That's where I disagree. They delete the babies to take accountability away from themselves. Unreal. So yes, they do conceive. You are 100% correct. But then they turn around and delete, act like they're wholesome. Yeah, that shit is wild.
Am I here and restored? Wow, so you couldn't have surgery for the 3 years or 5? Was it 3 or 5 years that you were locked up? It was 5 years. They did try to give me surgery, but it was inferior care. They were telling me I was going to lose 20% function in my face. I was like, no way, I'll just wait. Okay, so let's go through some of this as well. So it says, so I'm looking at here back from 2017. So while you were in prison, so disrupting an institution count, resisting. Let me also pop this on the screen as well. What am I looking at here? Okay, so this right here, I did this in 2014 or 2013 maybe. This was affecting my job. These warrants got popped up. For whatever reason, there was some disconnect, and I was released from prison, and I shouldn't have been released from prison because I had these warrants on me. So I'm out here, I'm conducting employment services, I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do, and I was speeding after I finished a service call, and the police pulled me over, and he was like, hey, you got a warrant in Oklahoma. And I was like, what? And I was like, no way. So I ended up going out there to Oklahoma. I turned myself in. I did 1 day in jail. I bowed the courts, like, where it says violation of probation and all that. Originally, those were my charges. I did get caught with a firearm, paraphernalia, and all of that stuff. And I was granted probation, and I had to pay a big fine. And, after I got out of prison, it was basically give us our money, and we'll leave you alone. I paid it, and I'm done. I don't have any active warrants. Nobody looking for me or anything. Okay. So let's go through some of the charges here. So possession of a controlled substance, use of a firearm while committing a felony. Damn, and you were above 18 when this happened. Yeah, I was probably like 19 maybe. Okay. Possession of paraphernalia, failure to aid in enforcing terms, conditions of probation, failure to aid in enforcing terms and conditions of probation again. Okay. Okay. Is this all of one thing that like at one time all of this happened? Yeah, I was in my house that got raided. It was on the news too. That's public record as well. You guys want to go ahead and look that up? Your house got raided. Yeah. Okay, that come from someone telling. Like, how did they know to come to your house? Situation transpired.
Baby, he a snitch. Ain't that some red pill street code that you're not supposed to do? I pick.
So you say he a snitch, but you place it on the red pill as a code that they are supposed to uphold. Yo, these gladiators, man, I don't know how much more I could do. Because we're watching somebody who's against us. This is sad.
It up. I was like, oh, he a snitch. That's how that house got raided. He tipped him off. He was an informant of some kind. Okay? And it's crazy how he didn't pick that up. He's 30. He just turned 30. Okay? But I picked that up. I'm like, a situation occurred? What kind of situation occurred to where the police just randomly raid your house and you ain't do no real time for that? That's crazy. Because like I said, was it 4 to 10 years is what he was looking to face during this time at this point in his life. And somehow he was able to do just 5. So he got, I don't know. Somebody said that's a hard 30. So I thought that was interesting. I was like, so he snitched. That's what he did.
Wow.
Which led to their investigation, and that's all I can say. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to spark anything else from you. You got enough bullshit to deal with currently. All right, so I can't incriminate anybody else. Yeah. No, I get it, my G. Is there anything else that you want to say about this? And again, the reason why I wanted to bring these up is that these were posted publicly in an attempt to color your character in some way. Is there anything else that you want to say about your disciplinary record or anything else about your this arrest record? No, nothing about that. It's in the past. Let's talk about more positive. But let's address this, and then after I address this, my answer to everything is talk to me about something positive. I gave you the truth. Talk to me about something positive. Okay. I'm with you, my G. Is there anything else that was public in regards to your history that you wanted to go over, or is this it? Not to my knowledge. That should be it. Okay. Or actually, okay, go ahead. Actually, there is another mugshot of me. I was 18 and I was on the news too for a robbery, and I don't know if I could talk about it or not. I'm not gonna do that. But it was me and another individual. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. Okay. All right. Let's move on. But before we move on, because now I think at this part of the show, I think it's high time to actually get into what
he didn't cover all of his criminal background either. This man got finesse. So MTR did not do his research prior to this live that he did when he interviewed this man because, sir, you only got like a fourth of his rap sheet. You didn't even. I mean, you barely scratched the surface, barely. So I think that's crazy. I think that's crazy. I think crazy. Nothing was mentioned about him human trafficking, pandering, money laundering. None of that was discussed at all. And he was on a show dating to get women, and he was being introduced to all of these women, and he was part of a sex trafficking ring because there were two other gentlemen that were also a part of this sex trafficking ring as well. So yeah, I'm very confused about that. Something don't make sense. Something don't make sense. Something don't make sense at all.
You know, shit can make a grown man cry listening to these damn gladiators spew hatred. I don't know what to do. I don't know how they do this, man. I'm trying to learn, but I can't, man. This shit is sick. I want to do it. I could never be that prying into, like, I'll take what's out here on YouTube. I'm going to the next level. It's crazy. I'll come back with some more, man. I will come. I want to come back with another video, B.